Welcome to Around the House, sponsored by Romac Building Supply. I'm your host, Don Magruder. If you like today's show, go to aroundthehouse.tv to sign up for our YouTube channel and weekly newsletter. In this segment of Around the House, we're going to discuss the Leesburg Construction Academy Habitat for Humanity home project for 2019-2020. It's going to be a great community event. The Leesburg Construction Academy, along with the City of Leesburg and Habitat for Humanity, are joining forces to build a house for someone here in the community. But most importantly, we're going to train the construction leaders of tomorrow. So it's going to be a great community project, and we need your help. So here to discuss it with me, I have Lynnea Weisman. She's with the Lake County School District, and Danielle Stroud from Habitat for Humanity of Lake and Sumter County. So with that, I'd like to introduce Danielle and Lynnea. How are y'all doing today?
Very good, thank you.
Good, thank you for having me on your show.
We are so glad to have you here. Lynnea, why don't you take a few moments to tell us a little bit about yourself and also the Leesburg Construction Academy.
Oh, fantastic. So I work proudly for Lake County Schools. I am a science teacher by trade. And I'll tell you why I got into this work and why it's so important to me. I'll tell you a little story. One day in my science classroom, I had a student, nice kid, didn't necessarily do school well, was a couple years older than his peers. And one day I was teaching class and his cell phone rang, and that was a big deal. All of the students went, oh! And everyone looked at him, and I looked at him. I stopped, and I looked at him, and he very politely raised his hand and said, Mrs. Weissman, do you mind if I get this? I just fixed up a car, and I'm trying to sell it. And it was at that moment I realized, that kid's making more money than I am. So I think it's really important that we make a place for students who learn by doing. You know, it turns out not everybody learns how to do things by reading about it in books.
And the Construction Academy has been a great resource for that.
Is just that, exactly.
Danielle Stroud, you're with Habitat for Humanity of Lake and Sumter County. Tell us about you and your group.
Sure, so my responsibility is to bring in resources basically for our organization and to be out in the community and look at new ways to be able to provide the affordable housing solutions in our community. So we aim to provide strength, stability, and self-reliance through shelter. And I'm very excited about the relationship with the Leesburg High School Construction Academy because typically we focus solely on the homeowner, offering those opportunities to them. But this project will allow us to invest in the students throughout the process, providing them with opportunity for their future and the career they could potentially go into, with the output of the project being the house itself and the family.
Now, Lynnea, the Construction Academy really got a big takeoff in 2018, huge grant from the state of Florida. Take just a moment to tell us how important that was.
Oh, we did. We got almost $1 million appropriation from the state of Florida. It was a one-time appropriation, so we were able to use that money to upgrade all of the tools, the equipment, provide state-of-the-art equipment for the students to learn from, software, hardware, tools. We were able to purchase a tractor and a van. But I think even more importantly than the money, we were able to use that to create relationships with different industries in the community, different contractors. And I think those relationships that we have built with Habitat, for example, are even more important.
And you have a real advisory board that meets every month that's been given direction. Leesburg High School has a real construction academy. And it's amazing the leaps and bounds it's improved, hasn't it?
Oh my goodness, within 1 year, night and day. And it is all to the credit of my advisory board, Romac Lumber, ESI, Ross Plumbing, J.A. Croson, Habitat. We have a lot of people giving a lot of time
and if
talent.
Someone wanted to participate with the advisory board or help in these programs, how can they contact you, Lynnea?
We would love help. So I can be reached by calling Leesburg High School and just ask for the Construction Academy or ask for Lynnea Weisman, and they will put you in touch with me.
Now, Danielle Stroud, Habitat for Humanity of Lake and Sumter, they're going to be the builder of the home. you're in charge of. What type of home are you building and where is it located at?
So the house will be located at 107 North 12th Street, which is right there in downtown Leesburg, just off Main Street. And
It's close to the Baptist church.
yes, it's very close to the Baptist church. It's a great location. And the city of Leesburg was generous enough to donate that lot. And the homeowner who's going to be able to receive this house, I think they're just going to love it because it's just a beautiful neighborhood. It'll be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. We're working on the plans as we speak. Hopefully they'll be done in the next 2 to 3 weeks for us to get rolling to prepare for when we kick off with the students. And we're creating a new plan because it's in the historical district and we wanted this to be a very fitting house to the neighborhood. And, you know, kind of special for our first project with Leesburg High School.
And the nice thing about it, you're going to have subcontractors that work with the students from the ground up and take them through the whole construction project. And Lynnea, I'm told that a lot of students have applied wanting to work on this project, and it's a hard. You've got to be one of the top students to be on the project, don't you?
That's right. It was a rigorous selection process done. We could only take the top 12 students. They had a year-long process. They had to be enrolled in the construction class in the year prior, and they were looked at with their abilities with the trades, but also for their leadership skills and their communication skills.
And understand that the Leesburg Construction Academy, you're close to 100 kids now, aren't you?
We have 120 students enrolled in the school year that starts in August.
So if you're in construction and you really want to learn, you want to go to Leesburg.
Oh, that is the place to go.
However, you now have a construction academy that's just been approved in Eustis, haven't you?
That is correct. So this is very exciting. We got another appropriation from the state, and it was just signed by Governor DeSantis for $500,000 that we will use to open and start brand new a construction academy at Eustis High School. But we will be primarily using the Leesburg model. That was very successful.
But you're going to need people in that outdoor Eustis to various areas that want to participate on that advisory board that's committed to kids. You need their help, don't you?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
And it's a once-a-month commitment, and boy, we need people in the field with expertise.
Danielle, a lot of people think that Habitat is a handout, but as your CEO, Ken Adcock, says, it's a hand up. Explain what the investment from the homeowner is for a Habitat home.
Sure. So our homes are not given away. The family applies and goes through a very rigorous process to become the selected homeowner. It's first come, first qualified. So this family is going through anything else that any other home buyer would. And anyone who's bought a house knows that sometimes that can be very stressful and a little bit hard to navigate. So Habitat works with them, walks with them side by side to get through that process. They have to have appropriate credit. They have to have income because they are paying an affordable mortgage. This house is not going to be just free and clear given to them. It's basically Habitat helps to subsidize, lower the cost of construction so that we can bridge the gap to affordability. So the family also invests 200 hours of sweat equity through the process. And I know they're going to love working with the students. So they get very excited that there's this extra added element of community involvement with the construction
How does a
academy.
family apply for a Habitat home?
So typically we have a pre-screener application on our website, which is habitatls.org. However, if someone does not have access to the internet, they can simply call our office at 352-483-0434.
Now, the house has a corporate sponsor, and we cannot forget the city of Leesburg, Al Minner and Mayor Christian for donating a lot. Talk about the city of Leesburg and the sponsorship on the house.
Sure. So the city has been great to work with, and they were very excited to be able to offer this as their piece, to make it a successful project. With every house that Habitat builds, because we're looking at lowering that cost, we do look to have community partners. So this house, the lead sponsor will be Romac Building Supply, which I'm assuming John Magruder knows a little bit about as the CEO of Romac Building Supply. And we love Romac. You guys are amazing. You do a lot of good work in the community. So I know they're very excited to support the students and, of course, the output of the project, which is the house for the family that will get it.
But it's also amazing. A lot of the Leesburg businesses are participating.
Oh, yeah.
The outpouring has just been amazing. Now, that's what we need to talk about. This is going to be a community event. We're going to have a big groundbreaking. Lynnea, when's the groundbreaking?
August 26th at 9 a.m. It will be on the lot, which is located at 107 North 12th Street, right in downtown Leesburg. We'll have we'll have local politicians, our students will be there, band, cheerleaders, we'll have food, and we will be having just a big celebration to begin this exciting project.
Well, this is a project the city of Leesburg and the Construction Academy, we need this. We need to get the whole community behind. Danielle, we got a lot of things to go on in this house. We got to pick out subcontractors, plus there's people that we need help on decorating, maybe donations. Talk about some of the areas where people can help participate, because you're welcoming participation on this house.
Absolutely. I always welcome participation. I love participation. So I always encourage people to approach us without whatever idea that they have. So we always accept volunteers who maybe want to work with the students one-on-one, because we will have our Habitat site leader and then the Construction Academy teacher. However, it'd be very important to have as many adult hands on the project as possible, whether they're skilled tradesmen or just a layman, that's fine, depending upon what we're working at that time. So we will definitely need skilled professionals who want to act as our professional trades that we hire for some of the special projects within the house timeline, because we want them to mentor them throughout the process. It's not just like a typical build where we hire them, they come in and do their job, and then they're out of there.
So, for example, if you're a drywall contractor or a concrete a framer, and you want to work on this project and donate some of your services and work with these kids, first off, you may hire a good person. You're open to that.
Absolutely.
Plus, you're looking at, like in the villages, the club groups and stuff that want to help with decorate and provide furnishings. Y'all are open to that also, aren't you?
Yes, so if there's anyone in the community who wants to assist the family basically after it's built with some of the interior items, decorating, or just blessing them with a kitchen shower, whatever that might be, we always welcome that, because some of these families don't have a whole lot moving into their house.
So the groundbreaking is again August the
26th.
That's a Monday, right?
That's right.
9 a.m. And what's the address of the house again?
107 North 12th Street.
And we want everybody to attend. We're going to have local leaders. It's going to be a great event. I think Mojo's Grill is going to provide some great food, so it's going to be a great event. But the house will be completed and ready to move in by the end of the school year, won't it?
Absolutely. So the project is framed based on the school year timeline.
Right. So that's the idea. The students will be able to participate in every aspect of the house build, from the foundation to the painting and everything in between. And working alongside these subcontractors, I think, is an excellent opportunity for the students to develop relationships. Many of them end up developing these mentoring relationships and then seeking employment after high school, and also just to learn new skills from a specialty.
And Lynnea, real quick, if you need a lot of people for guest speakers to work with the program, you're welcome to help. How can they contact you again?
So if they contact Leesburg High School, and the phone number would be either on our website or in the phone book, or you can follow us. We have a Facebook page. It's LHS Construction Academy, and I also have a Twitter. It is Academy, or at Academy LHS.
Well, Lynnea Weisman from Lake County School District and Danielle Stroud from Habitat for Humanity of Lake-Sumter, thank you for being our guest. This is going to be a great project, and we hope anybody out there that wants to participate will join us in building this beautiful home for Habitat for Humanity. I'd like to thank you for watching Around the House today, and be sure to tune in on our YouTube channel. And if you'd like to subscribe, go to aroundthehouse.tv. Until next time, we will see you around the house.